Hi, Christine Harrington here with the Eternal Life Plan. I'm here to help Catholics and other Christians and maybe non-Christians develop their faith so we can all be in heaven together. Well, a lot's changed since my last video, and let me update you first before we get into this video. I moved from a 4-bedroom home into a 2-bedroom apartment when my son moved out, so I decided to downsize my life to make it simpler. And as you can see, I cut my hair. And I have another channel called The Savvy Sales Lady. I'm actually a sales trainer and a sales coach, and my business has really taken off. You can check out my other channel here. So this video is all about how to create a home altar. I've had a lot of people ask me if I would do a video about my home altar, so here it is. Now, for the non-Catholics, let me address one thing. Having statues of the Blessed Virgin Mary and of the saints around my home helps to remind me to pray. And I have pictures of Mary and Jesus throughout my house. And again, those are just reminders for me to pray. Now, it's not a form of worship. That's not why we have them. If I didn't have those reminders and left to my own device, Lord have mercy, I'd be in trouble. So I encourage you to do the same. Set up your own home altar. It will make a big difference in your prayer life. I know it has in mine. So let's get started. Here is a picture of my altar up close. So let me take you through some of these items. Let me show you this first. This is my dad's rosary. My father passed away in 2013. It's a rosary made out of wood for beads. It's a beautiful rosary. And that's been my go-to rosary these days. I think I've had my dad on my mind a lot lately, but I love praying with his rosary. And then I've also been reading this book on holy water. And this is a great book. You really should read this book. It gives a lot of history behind the holy water. And this is a vessel just to store incense. And this is for holy water. And this beautiful statue was given to me by a dear friend. And it's a hand carved, it's made out of wood from Medjugorje, because my dream is to one day get the Medjugorje. And all of these little brass candle holders are all from my mother. She had these at her house along with the snuffer. And this is a Seven Sorrows rosary that I've been using. And in another video, I went through all of my rosaries, but this was my great aunt's rosary. She was a nun, and she wore this on her habit. And this is a statue of Saint Joseph carrying the Christ child, and of course Saint Michael. And then that is the most precious Sacred Heart of Jesus statue. And I know I have the wrong sleeves on those candles. That's actually purple for Lent, but Lent's coming up March 1st. And then I also just picked up this holy water vessel that I need to get blessed and get some holy water in there. And then this is a statue of St. Jude, and of course of the Blessed Mary, and another statue of the Blessed Mary. And then on my wall I have these icons as a reminder: the Last Supper, and of course the Divine Mercy. Jesus, I trust in you. And this is a beautiful crucifix. I'm so glad I was able to find this. You don't see that many crucifixes of Jesus looking up to heaven. It's usually after he's passed away. And I think that's why I like this one so much. And then on this wall is Lauren, Ashley, and Sarah. Now, those are the 3 children that I had. I went through 2 abortions. In the second abortion, it was twins. I was told by the doctor that they were twins. I'm going to do a video on my abortion story here real soon. It's still, after all these years, and it's been, oh gosh, over 28 years ago, still very emotional for me to talk about, but I am going to post that soon. And then I don't have these lit, but I also use these when I pray too. And then down below, of course, is my kneeler. And I use this quite a bit when I'm praying. And then these are all of the prayer books that I use when I'm praying too. And of course, this is normally how I pray. You can see my husky there. I usually sit in the chair and I alternate between kneeling and sitting when I pray. But this just really is a very peaceful time for me. And as you can see, I'm not going to stand over my desk because it's pretty messy. But this is all in my office, and which is really nice because when I'm working during the day, there's my altar that I can gaze at. And I can do some contemplative prayers real quickly, just seated at my desk. And it's just a real form of comfort to me. Okay, so let me take you over here. On this wall, I have another icon of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And then when you walk into my office, I have a holy water of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And this was given to me by my aunt, who actually did a little bit of ceramic work, and she gave that to me. So that was really nice to have. And then I'll close my office door. And these are some letters that I posted on the wall to Jesus. They're prayer requests. And what I'll do is I'll write them out if it's a long prayer request, and then put them on my prayer wall. And the other thing I also have on my altar, which I didn't tell you about, was my prayer basket. And in this basket, I have some more rosaries. Yeah, I have quite a bit of rosary. If you haven't seen my video on my rosary collection, it is on my YouTube channel. But in here, I will put little prayer requests down in there, and I won't go through all of them, but there's quite a few that I drop down in there for prayer intentions for myself, for other people, or if other people have asked me to pray for them, I'll put that in my prayer basket too. And so it sits on my altar as well. And both of these are my dad's rosaries, so I always keep those pouches in there as well. So I'm always praying for my mom and my dad. My dad has been deceased, like I said, since 2013, and my mother has Alzheimer's. She's 91. So that concludes it. I will show you a shot once I have all of my candles lit at the very end of the video. And then at some point, I'll also show you all of the other icons and small altars that I've set up around my house. So this is my main altar where I go to pray, but I also have other areas in my house that I'll show you in a later video. So I want to encourage you all to set up your own home altar. You don't need that big of a space, as you can see. Just a small area where you can put your icons, your statues, and just set up a peaceful place for that you can rest and you can just pray. And this is where I go to when I pray my rosary too. So my morning ritual is right here at this altar. So I want to encourage you all to do the same, set up your own home altar. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I wanted to give you a quick peek of what my altar looks like once all the candles are lit. And this is my favorite. God bless you. Bye-bye.